Enjoy the ride with Crystal Petrie Consulting.
Hello, my name is Crystal Petrie, and you are watching the Crystal Petrie Consulting Network. It is February, so you know what that means. It is Black History Month. And all over America, businesses, companies, and schools are highlighting the benefits and the accomplishments of African Americans. So I wanted to do the same thing. But before I get started, please subscribe to my YouTube channel so you will be made aware of when I post more videos highlighting African Americans this entire month of February. And if you would like for me to do a presentation or a workshop about African American history for your organization, I'm going to drop the link to my website in the description box below so you can contact me. Now, let's get to some educating about African American history. First up, Claudette Colvin. When the name Claudette Colvin is mentioned, most people have no idea who she is. Well, I will tell you who Claudette Colvin is. She is the reason that African Americans are allowed to sit anywhere they want to on a bus. I know. Most people think Rosa Parks when you hear about segregated buses. But no, indeed it was Claudette Colvin. In 1955, Claudette was 15 years old and was arrested 9 months before Rosa Parks for refusing to give up her seat to a white woman on a crowded, segregated bus. Her story is very important, not just for African American history, but for American history. Claudette is still alive and she is 82 years old. She has 2 sons. Claudette has spent the majority of her life with a criminal record for doing the right thing. Claudette was sitting in the section for African Americans on a city bus in Montgomery, Alabama, but a white woman wanted her seat. Claudette was sitting with 3 of her classmates. Her classmates immediately got up, but Claudette did not. Claudette said a traffic patrolman came and asked, "Why are you sitting down and why have you not gotten up?" Claudette said, "Because I paid my money and it's my constitutional right to sit here." Then 2 police cars of men came, handcuffed and jailed a 15-year-old Claudette. She was charged with disturbing the peace, breaking segregation laws, and found guilty of assaulting police officers. The police officer said Claudette scratched them with her fingernails, a claim Claudette denies to this day. This was the only time in Claudette's life that she went to jail. The whole history of the civil rights movement was because of Claudette Colvin. At the age of 16, Claudette was one of 4 plaintiffs that ended the Montgomery, Alabama's bus segregation in the landmark lawsuit Browder versus Gale. Because of this lawsuit, African Americans all over America could now sit in the front of the bus, in the back of the bus, or anywhere they wanted on the bus. And they did not have to get up for a white person. Claudette said many young people think that Rosa Parks just sat down on a bus and ended segregation, but that wasn't the case at all. When asked, why does the history books and everyone record Rosa Parks as the person who was arrested for sitting down on a bus? Claudette said because she was 15 and pregnant at the time, and Rosa Parks was an upstanding member of the African American community. Rosa Parks was also the secretary of the NAACP at the time of her arrest. Claudette said that the leaders of the civil rights movement did not want an unwed teenage mother to be the face of their movement, so they chose Rosa Parks instead. Claudette also said that Rosa Parks was lighter in skin color, and they thought her looks would be more appealing in the face of the movement. A definite sign and thought of the times. Of course, I am not, and neither is Claudette, taking anything away from what Rosa Parks did, what she endured, what she accomplished, and what she overcame. But I want to educate as many people about Claudette Colvin and let them know that the civil rights movement and the change that came from that movement was because of a 15-year-old pregnant, unwed black girl named Claudette Colvin. In 2021, Claudette asked a judge after 66 years to clear her record from when she was arrested in 1955, and the judge agreed and cleared her record. So for the first time since she was 15 years old, Claudette no longer has a criminal record. Claudette, from myself to you, I thank you for your boldness and for your bravery at the very young age of 15 in 1955 in a segregated Montgomery, Alabama, for standing your ground so that I could sit down. And that is a little bit about Claudette Colvin. I suggest you go and do your own research and learn more about the wonderful person that is Claudette Colvin. Subscribe to my YouTube channel right now if you haven't done so already, so you will know the next time I post a video about African American history this month of February. Also, give me a thumbs up and comment down below. Let me know what you think about Claudette Colvin.
So